What's up, everybody watching? We are back with part 3 of our Baldur's Gate gameplay playthrough. Now, so far, from 2 parts of play in this game, I feel like I haven't even touched the tip of the iceberg for the content that's in store for me in the future. I want to take a look at more things like the fighting system, the gearing system, because I haven't experienced as much of that as I wanted to in the first 2 parts of this playthrough. But I must say the cinematics, the multiple choices, and the gameplay so far have left me wanting a whole lot more. In this video, I hope to discover a whole lot more about a game that feels like it has so much depth that I don't even think we've scratched the surface yet. So let's continue on. Where we last left off, we were in the Emerald Grove hunting down druids to find a healer to heal us from our parasite. We ran into a whole number of different decisions that we have to make, and I still don't think we've located the primary reason for us being here. So let's explore and see what else we find in the Emerald Grove. I keep saying to myself there's got to be something with the sacred pool. At some point this is going to play a heavy role, and the more I'm learning throughout this game, I'm seeing these yellow dots. I believe every single one of these NPCs can interact with you, so there is just tons of content to be explored throughout this game.
Or face our claws.
Yes, I see. And is that with 2 R's or what?
Being that I believe the sacred pool is going to play a large role later on in the game, or maybe even now, I'm going to try to see what the people around the pool have to say.
Humor aculeus vitisque.
Sounds like just a summoning ritual.
In umbram cretus sanguine ioratus.
Let's see what he has to say.
Agenicul amor in umbra tua pater arborum.
That's the thing about a game like this. Going around the pool talking to everyone can be tedious, but you could miss something very important if you don't.
Complexum tuum aptera ortum ad nos defera.
I mean, how do we know if the sacred pool has a role in healing us from our parasite?
In umbram cretus sanguine ioratus.
Doesn't seem like we've discovered anything. With the thinking behind this is you're looking for a healer. Sylvanas, the druid that I believe we're trying to summon, could possibly be the healer to rid us of our parasite. So, checking sounds like a good idea. Little things in this game, like even going up the stairs and being able to check vases, smash vases, take things off tables that influence your decisions. Like, say if I take something off a table up here. Alright, let's see. I'm just gonna take the broken loot.
The trader has no interest in selling that particular item, though you are welcome to
Or
purchase
attempt to.
something else.
I want to try and take something off the table. Like, steal it.
I'll take that.
Even traders have private property. It seems that item is not for sale.
Maybe it's not gonna work out here. Can't use the crate. Attitude -5. See what I'm talking about? Actually, it did. Based on my actions, I'm not sure what it means yet because, like I said, there's a lot of depth in this game. The trader ran off and I saw -5, attitude -5. So, your attitude is a statistic in this game based off of the actions I just did, which felt so minimal. What is this here? A hole. What's in the hole?
Not a chance I'll fit in there. Not a chance I'll fit in there.
Is there any way to break it
Not a chance
so you can
I'll
get
fit
in?
there.
Okay. And you gotta get used to moving it. So what has Mattis done down
hey,
here?
You here to trade or?
Your partner's a thief or leave? Okay, let's see.
Yeah, I know. I was standing right here telling her to rob you.
At least she's honest. You know what? You could at least pretend to
I
be
am
sorry.
Sorry we're still talking about this. Look, you caught her. Good for you. You aren't a chump like everyone else around here. Now, do me a favor. Make room for the chumps.
That was completely not what I expected coming down here to explore a hole. Take a look at the map, find an area that we can explore. I'm gonna head up this way. It looks like those are parts of a quest that I should be checking out.
I swear that ox is getting following me.
Trying to get right here.
Can't keep the goblins out forever. This is no fortress and we're no warriors.
Let's have a look.
So we're back to the sacred pool. Thinking maybe an entranceway down here will lead me up there.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
One of your guards outside said you wanted to see me. I'm here.
She's a parasite. She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
Let's try nature. Don't druids cherish harmony? Jailing the girl disrupts nature's balance. I mean, something feels like we have to intervene here. Alright. It's gonna come down to a roll of the dice. And we have successfully...
I hear the Tree Father's spirit in your words. It is as you say.
Lae'zel disapproves of every decision I make, I'm noticing. Everyone else in my party seems to approve of the decisions I make.
Has its limits.
I'm noticing that as we go.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break, Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important.
rather important. Go ahead.
We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way we diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. The way you got Korga to release the girl. In short, I've grown to trust you.
I mean, that's the first thing I would think. That's very gratifying to hear. Enough of the flattery. Where is this going? Can't say the feeling is exactly mutual. The part where we freed him from the stone was one of the first parts of this game where I realized the decisions you make are going to greatly matter as you play through the game. In part 2, I skipped over the portal originally just to explore. It got caught up with other decisions and ended up being unalived and had to go back and redo some of those choices. Upon the second playthrough of that part, I did release him from the portal and gained a party member, so that's just something I keep in my head as I'm going through this game. Learning experience right away. So, I'm going to go with enough with the flattery. Where is this going?
It's been quite sincere, I assure you.
Alright.
The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul. Except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly.
What kind of
Specifics
condition?
are rather personal, but suffice it to say that it is a malady I've learned to live with, though not without some effort. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside.
Your illness causes you to consume raw magic. I think I'm going to need a little bit more details on that. What kind of items are we talking about exactly? That could be an interesting choice, too. What happens if you don't consume these artifacts?
I'll spare you the finer details, but begins with a simple biological deterioration, muscle spasms, disorientation, a slight ringing in the ears, and, if left for too long, catastrophe. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical.
I fail to see why you'd need me to help you with this. You've done fine without me so far.
A fair point. However, until recently, I was able to rely on a supply of artifacts stored in my tower in Waterdeep. A supply that has now run dry. The reality of the matter is that a lone wizard with a chronic impairment such as my own is not in the most ideal of situations with regards to self-defense. The manner of artifacts I need are not often found waiting patiently on a shopkeep's shelf. One usually has to lift them delicately from trap-filled tombs or prise them from the hands of violent ne'er-do-wells. There'll be danger involved, or great cost.
What is the
Then I
upside?
suggest you look closer. Having a wizard like me around is quite the boon when facing the perils that stalk these lands. It'd be far harder for me to assist you if I could barely stand upright. Please, trust me. Your help could be the difference between life and death.
It's more the idea that we have a party member who's ready to send us on a personal side quest. Let's hope your services are that good where we need to take side quests to appease you. Let's see here. Gale, please trust me. It's not that we don't trust what you're saying. It's the side quest thing. Use your tadpole. Seek the danger at the heart of Gale's request. You know what? I want to seek that. I know it's going to come down to a roll of the dice. Let's see. What do the dice have in store for our fate? That looks successful to me. Alright.
You become one with Gale's mind, and you can feel something sinister oppressing you. It's inside of you. A mighty darkness radiating from your chest. You could try to push further, but your hold over Gale feels brittle. It won't be easy delving deeper without him noticing.
See, I'm thinking as we go through this, if you don't give Gale his magical artifacts throughout the storyline, he's going to disapprove and become, I would say, more of an evil member of the party. So we need to investigate thoroughly. I'm going to do wisdom and delve deeper. I had a feeling it was going to go that way.
You're using the tadpole against me? You had no right. None at all. I've a good mind to turn around and depart this little company of ours immediately. I'd rather be alone than spend another moment in the presence of someone inclined to such unjustified invasions of privacy.
You're in mortal danger twice over. To leave would be foolish of you. I think I'm going to try persuasion, because it is a point. Be reasonable, Gale. Your condition is unstable, possibly dangerous. I needed to know. It's going to come down to another roll of the dice. Make it a good one. Looks good to me.
The need remains debatable, but I recognize your responsibility. Perhaps my reaction was a tad volatile, the irony of which is not lost on me, though it needs remain so on you for the time being. I hope that the glimpse you caught of my condition convinced you of the urgency in treating it. Can I count on you to give me the artifacts I need?
Let's say yes for now.
Thank you. I see my trust in you was not misplaced. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. I know the allure magic artifacts hold. I understand their value and their power. All this to say, I understand the sacrifice I ask of you. But if I may be so bold, it's for a very good cause indeed. I hope I can count on you. Oh, and as far as that tadpole trickery goes, I really do trust you'll not be so untoward again.
He may be excited with our decision to go hunt for the artifacts right now, and we're playing along, but that does not mean that we're not going to be keeping a close eye on his behavior as we go. It's interesting, you walk into a little cavern like this and you get a whole ton of storyline content before you even move a few feet. I'm trying to get to Shadowheart and see what she has to say as well.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with. Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage. I'm sure.
Our magician friend doesn't look convinced. Let's keep going.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster?
Honestly, I did just want to see what would
you
happen.
don't see a monster. You just look at me through one's eyes. You are like the devils. Where they tread, chaos follows. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanas, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders.
Do what you want. It's none of my concern.
Yet the child walks free. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike.
Prat all
They
you
may
want.
soon know the sting of my venom. Get out. We have no more business.
I hope we can revisit some business later with her. Here's to hoping on that. Wicker
Keep your
basket.
hands to yourself. You're being watched.
That's what I was saying earlier on in the game. Little things like that. I'm not looking to steal anything here.
They look like dark justice.
How can I help?
The towers seized, the battle done. The moonrise broke the darkest one. History or myth, whatever is depicted here is long past.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
Wait patiently. Being kind to animals is extremely important.
Life or death. Now, what was it you needed?
Healing.
I do what I can. For most folks, that's enough. Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired around the eyes, maybe.
We might as well be honest.
Crawled in? Some sort of bug? Or... Wait, did it look like a tadpole? But from your worst nightmare? All slime, teeth, and tentacles.
You know of them.
I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way. This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after.
Hoping for a less grave cure.
I'll do the best I can. I'm no Master Halcyon mind. He'd have your tadpole out like that. Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
I will remain. I have a vested interest in the outcome.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
Thank you. I'll take anything that can help.
Of course.
Hopefully
Now,
this helps.
Tell me what's been happening. Any symptoms? Strange events?
I fell from a ship in the sky, but something caught me. It saved my life. I would call
Protected
that
from
pretty
on high.
strange.
Sounds like the drow. Master Halsin said he was tougher than he had any right to be. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening.
That spiky stick she's holding is making me nervous. I'm wondering what she's gonna do with it. On a Mind Flayer ship, I was kidnapped and affected.
But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms.
I thought you could cure me. What about that branch?
Coated in a fatal toxin. It was a last resort, in case I couldn't trust you. I don't have a cure. Only a way out. I'm sorry for misleading you, but I had to be sure you weren't a threat before I told you everything. Now, do I have your word or not?
I kind of want to tell her no, I'm not taking poison from a woman I can't trust. No.
But you have to. Don't you understand? You could kill us all. Then I've no choice. I'm sorry.
It's gonna be like that? Okay.
What should I do?
Can't reach.
I ascend.
How is our melee beast missing? Come on, mage. Alright, we'll deal a thunder wave. We'll stay back with the mage.
Dead thunder. Take good.
She's no joke. She's no joke in this battle.
Can't slow down.
I can't attack? There we go. Not enough resources for the action. We're gonna have to end the turn. Shadowheart, I think, is gonna have to move in a little bit. Let's see, what do we have here? Resistance, guiding bolt. That's what we wanted. I mean, I wouldn't call it getting help.
Worse, I suppose. At least she didn't just attack.
She's got a point.
For reacting with fear, but it might do to keep our condition on a need-to-know basis.
After that, it's hard to disagree. So what did we pick up? Elixir of Sylvanas, good berry. Wyvern Toxin, so we'll get it either way. Key of Ancient, and a simple robe. Take all items.
At the ready.
What do we have here? Combine items. What are we combining? Key of Ancients. Does it go here? No. Okay. After our fight...
But no room. Let's get going.
I do want to come to inventory and see if we can equip anything like that. So we cannot equip that. Can we? Yes. Oh, we can equip that. And we can equip that, so we're gaining as we go. Quarterstaff should probably go to our mage. So the short sword is going to give us more damage. 4 to 9, 1 to 6 with piercing, proficiency. Alright, we'll leave it like that for now.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
We'll keep the books. At this point, since we finished off Nettie, we might as well take what we can, since we're here.
That might be worth a look.
It is worth a look.
Let's see.
But what are we combining? What items are we combining here? Let's see, if we light all three of these up, does that do anything? It's broken.
Not too badly.
So we're picking up recipes as we go. Open a new spell book, so that would probably go to our mage here. Things lying all over the place to check out. We don't need a vase.
Looks like Halsin's our best bet for a cure.
Time to track him down and see what he knows.
Let's be optimistic and assume he's still among the living.
Forget Halsin. Only a Githyanki.
Can we take this stuff?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
I'm wondering if we can take what's in the chest. Since no one appears to be here. Doesn't look like anything is inside.
What will the tieflings want next? Letting the Hellchild go was a mistake.
We're gonna find out later that these Hell Children are far more powerful than we knew.
I should speak up.
Yes, I see. I do wish I could.
Looking for a way to heal.
What do you want?
We're gonna head back to camp, I think. This was a feature I learned throughout messing around with this game a little bit offline, that you can come back to your campsite and gear yourself out, rest up. You have enough camp supplies to restore all hit points and spell slots as long as you rest, so it is a good thing to come back and rest, and also hear what your party members have to say from time to time. Looks like Gale has a lot to say.
Be with you in a moment.
Neat trick.
Not a trick, my friend. Magic. Be that as it may. Ceramorphosis. What does it make you think of?
First and foremost, the tadpole.
Day 1, fever and memory loss. Day 2, hallucinations and graying skin. Day 3, hair loss and blood leaking from all orifices. Need to go on?
Shake your
My
head.
point is this, our orifices remain blissfully unblooded, our heads remain clear, and our blood temperature normal. Any expert will agree this is abnormal.
Explain.
That, alas, is where my knowledge fails me. A rogue might call it luck, a priest might call it fate. As for myself, I'm a pragmatic. I see the silence before the storm. Something to sleep on. We should get some rest.
Agreed, agreed. This is also the place where you can change out your party members, and I think you're limited to having 4 at once in your party, at least for now. So we left Asterion here. We can pick him up, have him join the group if we'd like. What do we have back here? Something new. Traveler's chest, so there's nothing in that. Is that ours?
I couldn't help but overhear. Well, alright, I could have helped, but didn't. Anyway, I feel the same. Other than the occasional mental exchange, it's almost as if we're not infected. The voice on the ship told me I'd become a beautiful weapon. What do you think it meant? Agreed. We can't take the lack of symptoms for granted. All right. I've kept you from your blanket long enough. Rest well.
So it appears that's what our next destination should be, to locate this Haslin Druid to see if they can cure us. Go to bed. Long rest, the end of the day, and restore hit points and spell slots. To fully rest, you must use enough camp supplies, so... auto-select the camp supplies? That's pretty detailed, actually. No, we want to auto-select the camp supplies. We want to get going at full strength when we get back out there. So we did full rest. Tell me we're gonna take a nap and he's about to try to rob us or something like this. No, for real, what was that sneaking around prior to us going to sleep? Has me a little uneasy.
Need something?
Doesn't say anything about it, okay. So... So on that note, I'm feeling like this is a good place to stop this video. We are at camp, we are rested up. We were able to proceed and find out a lot more of what we have to do throughout the course of this quest now. We located our healer Nettie, had to unalive the situation to get ourselves out of there, but now we have to go locate the Druid Haslin. And I think after our long sleep, that will be a good place to start in part 4 of our Baldur's Gate playthrough. I'm continually surprised by the amount of detail that goes into this game. It seems like you can just sit here and explore for hours. So many little things that you wouldn't even think about coming into a playthrough blind, and I am looking forward to seeing what else this has in store. Like I said, I still haven't seen enough of the fighting system to be totally convinced. I haven't used nearly the amount of abilities that I've wanted to try in the fighting system, so I'm looking forward to more of that as the gameplay continues. You almost want to start more fights to learn more about the combat system, which just leads us back to, this is great that every decision you make in the game can possibly lead to that. That's not something that's normal in every single game. With all that being said, everybody who took the time to watch part 3 of this Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough, thank you very much. It is much appreciated. Do not forget to like and subscribe and leave your thoughts on Baldur's Gate 3 so far. Until part 4, Thank you very much for watching. Have a good day or night, wherever you are. I will see you in the next video. Later.